I don't care how many books you read last month. I don't care what time you woke up in the morning. I don't care if you hit this action list and how proud and humbled you are by it. And a lot of other people don't care too. My name is Loren Weisman. I'm a brand communications and optics strategist. And this whole regurgitated hype of taking this, look how many books I read, so I'm a genius. Look at what time I get up, so I'm committed. Look at how I operate in my day. Look at what I eat. Look at this, look at that. If it doesn't directly correlate to the authenticity and the authority of you and what you can deliver, then it just comes off as regurgitated Tony Robbins-esque hype. I don't believe people that get up at 4:30 in the morning are getting more done than someone that might be getting up at 10 in the morning and being just as effective, and maybe they have a different schedule. Yet that kind of stuff is still shoved down people's throat. Yes, there are certain people that are better in the morning. I'm better in the morning. I wake up at 4:45. But it's for who I am, it's for where I am, it's for how old I am, it's for the level of my health. It has nothing to do with some kind of blanket statement that if I get up at this hour, I'm better than you or I'm the best option for you. The same thing goes with the books. There are so many out there. I read this book, I read this book. Some of them even being honest, saying, I listened to this book, or I listened to all these books. Again, is that actually helping? If you've gone through the series of all the fluff and all the motivational, and that was one of the warning signs when I was doing more on-site visits with clients. If I walked in and I saw a bookshelf that had more books that seemed to be focused on motivation and inspiration than it did information and the given expertise, that would put up a red flag, and that tend to be someone I wouldn't want to work with. It's important, if you're reading, do you really need to be bragging about how much you're reading? There are a lot of fiction books out there. There are a truckload of business books that have been formulated by AI. These people popping together a little book, or they take a very linearized experience of their success, dial it into a book, and say this is how success works for everyone. So in a sense, some of these people, I'm not worried, oh great, you read 500 books this year. Wonderful. What 500 did you read? Or, I read this book. You need to read it too. Tell me why. Tell me what you gathered from it. Tell me how it may have helped you, and then at the same time, how it might help me or how it might help a client. We're lost in the details from so many, so often, that are trying to go for, I call it a blurry accolade. Look at what I'm doing. Okay, but I can't really see it in focus. So you read a whole bunch of books, or you get up every morning and work out. I'm the same way. I'd rather get my cardio and certain things out of the way before breakfast. There's some people that operate better and work out better at night. It goes to the same thing with the health crap too. You can't eat this, you need to eat this, you need to do that. Not necessarily true for everyone. I loved it. Who was the weight loss self-proclaimed guru? It was about 25 years back. So he says, I'm gonna gain a whole bunch of weight. I'm gonna pack on candy and pizza and pasta and sugar and soda and this and that. And then he sits on, I think it was a Tonight Show, next to this other woman explaining, we're going to do this together. How are you going to do that together? You've been a professional bodybuilder, now you're into your nutritional consulting. Your body has been in peak performance for a very long time. In some ways, you started using a lesser quality gas. You let the air out of the tires. Now you fill the air back up. You go back to health. Your body is ready to get back there. Not necessarily so for the person that's been eating McDonald's or living a larger, unhealthy life. The point I'm trying to get to is this is the same thing when it comes to business. Whether you're working with someone like me in optics, communication and messaging, branding, or you're working with someone else in business development, dig deeper to find out not the hype story, but what their experience is and how that experience can help. Go into, if you're seeing them and they're bragging about a number count, look up that number count, because a lot of other people, maybe they're tracking that trend. Oh, I read all these books, or I tried to read this many books in a month. Did they skim through them too fast? Did they learn? How does that apply to you? We have so many online pretending to be something that they aren't. It can be refreshing. It can be honorable. It can be moral. If you stand out, not by making these hype claims, not by making these overarching claims, not by making these accolade blurry claims, but more so explain, this is where you come from, this is why someone may work well with you, this is how you operate, and this is how you continue to hone your skills, how you continue to build your authority, how you continue to expand your education. And inside of those details and those intricacies, you may invite that many more people than those out there just trying to scream from the rooftops how great they are, but showing no greatness whatsoever.